Welcome to Everyone Belongs Here,
a podcast where we will discuss equity in EUSD. I am Jennifer Bond, the Director of Curriculum, Instruction, and Accountability. My pronouns are she, her, hers.
And I am Amy Illingworth, the Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services. My pronouns are she, her, and hers. Thank you for joining us as we share the equity journey that the Encinitas Union School District embarked on over the last 3 years with our staff. We want to continue this journey with the entire EUSD community and look forward to sharing this with you.
Today, we are pleased to introduce a special segment prepared and recorded by James Staten, one of the district teachers on special assignment, known as TOSAs. James was the TOSA who facilitated a group of fourth grade teachers who rewrote curriculum related to the California Gold Rush. James interviews two district teachers, Sarah and Lauren, who you will hear from today. We appreciate James, Sarah, and Lauren sharing their experience with this curriculum revision.
Yes, this is a great example of what our belonging equity work looks like in action. During Equity Professional Learning, and after a group attended the San Diego County Office of Education's Equity Conference a few years ago, our fourth grade teachers realized that there are elements of California history that weren't explicitly being taught in our classrooms because perspectives were missing from traditional textbooks and resources. Our teachers are skilled at collaboratively seeking out or developing supplemental resources to better meet student needs. The Gold Rush content you will hear about today is a great example of EUSD teachers coming together to create supplemental materials to support teaching and learning.
The state standards for social studies in fourth grade changed in 2016 to include more information about how the California Gold Rush affected people. A group of fourth grade teachers took on a reboot of an existing Gold Rush unit to reflect the latest California standards, and it began with an email. We are offering a half-day reboot planning PD to redesign a fourth grade Gold Rush unit using an equity lens. The idea is to pull what resources we have and create new resources, as many fourth grade teachers have requested a better Gold Rush unit. We will create the newly inspired Gold Rush unit in Google Docs and Google Slides so it's easily accessible. With this in mind, teachers came together to build in greater representation and multiple perspectives into an existing unit using new resources. As our teacher team worked, we learned new information, and when you know better, you do better. Let's hear from two teachers who were involved in the reboot.
My name is Sarah Scudder. I'm a teacher in Encinitas Union School District. The Gold Rush is a significant part of California's history, but we realized that our old unit wasn't effectively engaging all students, especially those from diverse backgrounds. It often overlooked the experiences of Indigenous peoples, immigrants, and women during that time. We wanted to ensure that our curriculum was not only aligned with the state standards, but also represented a more inclusive and accurate portrayal of history.
Hi, I'm Lauren Provenzano Cabato. I am a 5th grade teacher at Parkdale in EUSD. We also encourage students to analyze historical documents through a critical lens, asking questions like, whose voices are represented here, or whose perspectives are missing. This has helped lead to an increased engagement and empathy among our students. In connecting past and present day views, they're gaining a deeper understanding, they're thinking about how history helps shape our world today. As global citizens, it's important for students to learn about California history from multiple perspectives.
One of the first steps we took was to conduct extensive research to better understand the perspectives that had been marginalized in traditional narratives of the Gold Rush. We also incorporated diverse primary sources such as letters, diaries, and oral histories to provide students with multiple viewpoints and foster empathy for people of different backgrounds.
It's so exciting because there really are so many resources available to help you create a more inclusive and equitable learning environment. And as you've said, when we learn about different people's perspectives from history, we learn more information, and when you know better, you do better.
Something that really stood out to me that made me think we had to change the way that Gold Rush was being taught was I went to teach a lesson on the Four Directions Native American legend to a different class. I started the lesson by asking the group of kids what they knew about Native Americans or what some of their ideas were. Immediately, I had fourth grade students telling me that all Native Americans lived in teepees. It took me a second to realize where to go from that lesson, but I realized that these weren't necessarily bad ideas. The students just hadn't been educated yet on what a realistically Native American life looks like.
One of the most surprising things when we did this work was how many students spoke about Indigenous people being extinct. We realized it was important to highlight the fact that there are over 150 recognized California Native American tribes and to bring their perspectives into our learning.
I agree, Jennifer. This unit is taught with so much more empathy and understanding of the historical context of California, and it has opened our teachers' eyes to information that we were not taught as students ourselves. We are grateful for James, Sarah, and Lauren sharing their reflections on this important work.
We like to end each episode with a reflective activity, which is an example of the mirror work you can do on your own to bring this learning to life. There was a particularly powerful video that we saw at the San Diego County Office of Education Equity Conference. It sparked a lot of discussion. The video is something we showed all fourth grade teachers. It's not a video for students, but it is an educational video for adults to better understand the history. We will link the video on our podcast website for any adults who would like to view and learn more about this part of California's history. We have also included links to sites for additional learning.
As always, thank you to our behind-the-scenes tech team. We appreciate their support.
Thank you for listening. We will be back each month with a new episode. In between each episode, we encourage you to visit our district website at eusd.net, where you will see an icon on the front page for the EUSD Equity Podcast. That is where we will keep all of the resources we reference and want to share with you. We also have a form available for you to share with us ideas for future episode topics and questions.
Have a great month, including a spring break, and we will be back in April.